Spoke, the enemy became afraid. They became scared. The enemy became scared. Those who thought that Mazen Nanikan would die, they became scared. Some of them begin to push their propaganda. They say, no, it's not Mazen Nanikan. That one is a clone person. That the person that spoke is not Mazen Nanikan. They begin to push some useless narrative that doesn't make sense. And Biafrans, knowing fully well that these people have lost it, knowing fully that the people are mentally derailed. So Biafra ignored them and focus. We keep on focus, following the instruction of Mazen Nanikan to protect the Biafra man. And today, that is where we are, protecting Biafra land. And you see the whole Biafrans, all the youth in Biafra land today, coming out to say that Ebube Agu will no longer exist in Biafra land. And that is final. That is final. It doesn't matter what anybody says. The Biafran people have denied. Ebube Agu cannot exist in Biafra land. He cannot. And there are people who it is their responsibility to make sure that Ebube Agu doesn't exist. And the people know themselves. And they are carrying out their duties. They are carrying out their duties. They are carrying out their duties unstoppable. Sorry for that distraction. They are carrying out their duties, making sure that their voice is being heard. We cannot stop. We can't stop. It doesn't matter what anybody does. It doesn't matter any attack coming from east, from west, from north, from south. It doesn't matter the distraction. Wherever the distraction is coming from, we cannot allow that. We can't accept it. We can't allow distraction. Neither will I accept it. No amount of their distraction can be able to shake us. It can be said that we will protect Biafra land. The instruction of Mazen Nanikan is what we are following. The foundation laid on the rock. The foundation that Mazen Nanikan laid on the rock, not on the sand, on the rock. The resolve that we have reached. Mazen Nanikan, in one of his brokers, he said that our resolve is to protect Biafra land and it is cast in stone. That's the language he used. I played the video several times. Mazen Nanikan will say, we have resolved to defend Biafra land and make sure that no inch of Biafra land is taken. And he said that that resolve is cast in stone. That it is cast in stone. That's what Mazen Nanikan. And when something is cast in stone, that means it can never ever be wiped. It can never ever be claimed. So it is our responsibility to protect Biafra, defend Biafra land at all costs. Defend Biafra land by all means possible. We must defend Biafra land. It's a responsibility. It is your responsibility, it's my responsibility. That is why you must have to support the ESN. These are volunteers, people that have volunteered their own life to save you and I. They have given their life for you and I to be protected, for you and I to be safe, for you and I to stay alive. They give their own life. So we must have to support them. Support them by all means possible. Any way you know you can support the ESN, don't hesitate. Do not hesitate. If you're one of those who have the power to pray, begin to pray now and pray more. Whether you can pray as a Christian, a Muslim, or a traditional prayer, pray. But each prayer you're making, make sure you anchor your prayer on Chukwu Abiyama. That's the only way your prayer can be answered. If you do not anchor your prayer in Chukwu Abiyama, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. If you're not anchoring your program, if you're not anchoring your faith or your prayer, you're wasting your time. It's so sad, the state that we are. There are some people at this stage, some people will still say they are confused. If you are still confused at this stage, if you are still confused, you are still one of those who is saying that you are confused, you don't know whom to follow. Sorry for yourself. If you are a Biafran that have the blood of Biafra flowing in your vein, and at this stage you are still doubting or you are still confused, you don't know where to follow or whom to listen to, sorry for yourself. That's all I can tell you. Just sorry. I just got to tell you sorry, because your own case is a special case. At this stage, somebody will still be telling me that he doesn't know where to follow. You don't know who is truthful and who is not truthful. You should be sorry for yourself. You should be sorry for yourself. Everything that is hidden now is in the open. Everything that is hidden are now in the open. They are all in the open. Everything that is hidden. Everything that is hidden in the past, they are now in the open. Initially, so many things are hidden. Initially, so many things are hidden. But the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have turned out to reveal so many things. In as much as we feel the pain, we feel so much pain for what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through, the torture he's going through, the sacrifice he's making, the torture he's going through, we feel so much pain. But let me tell you, in that pain of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there are so many things that have been revealed. There are so many positive things in that pain. The pain of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in vain. The kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in vain. The pain he's going through, the torture he's going through is not in vain. Because of the torture and the pain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through, so many things have been revealed. So many hidden agendas. So many evil things have been destroyed. The evil cabal that have built a wall around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have been destroyed and decimated. The evil cabal that build a wall, they build a wall around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that anybody that is good, if you are bringing anything good, they will stop you on the way and make sure it doesn't work. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is one man. He cannot be everywhere at all times. The evil cabal that build wall, they build wall, and they try to dilute every good information that comes to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they try to dilute it. Every good idea that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have, they try to dilute it. Every revelation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have, they try to destroy it. Today, they have all been decimated. They have all been exposed. They have all been exposed. You see them, they can't hide anymore. Today, they can't hide anymore. If you see them talk, when they talk, those that are killers, they have come out to confess to be killers. Those that have been killers, they have been killers. They are in IPOB and they are killing their brothers today. They can't hide anymore. They can't hide anymore. Even they came to Radio Biafra to expose themselves, to tell the world, look at what they do. That is why they come to Radio Biafra and they begin to announce the name of their fellow Biafra. And after their own brothers are killed, they come and celebrate it. They begin to share the video and they will celebrate it. Those that are murderers have been exposed to be murderers. The ones that are after money, the money mongers, the Judas among them, today they can't hide anymore. We know the Judas. Each time you see the Judas, what they are talking about is money. Where is the money going? How to get money, how to get money. If you say anything that has to do with money, you get into a problem with them. Those that are envious, those who want leadership, they want to be on top. Today, they can't hide anymore. Anytime you see them, they introduce themselves as the chief broadcaster. Either they introduce themselves as the minister of information, or they introduce themselves as the chief broadcaster, or they introduce themselves as the chief communicator, or professor broadcaster. Some call themselves doctors that I don't know where they're getting the doctors from. Out of jealousy and envy. Today, none of them can hide again. Every one of them have brought out what they have. Those that are idol worshippers, they can't hide anymore. Today, you see them, they worship their idol in the open. Each time they come to their broadcast, they are attacking one religion or another. That's what they do. They attack religion. Each time they come, they attack religion. They attack religion, even when they know we have a critical problem at hand that we're supposed to face. A critical problem. We know that religion has a problem. Religion has a problem. And that religion problem, the problem is not even religion. The problem is not religion. The problem is the people themselves who are practicing the religion. That's the problem. The problem is not religion. That is why sometimes I don't like to engage in the people talking about religion, and I don't put myself into such kind of discussion. Because the problem, the major problem is the people, not the religion itself. But you see them, some of them today, they have lost it completely. They will come and begin, some of them come, they will come and talk about Christians said this, Christian did this, Christian do that, Christian did that, Christian do this, Christian did that, Christian. They will sing Christian, condemn pastor, until they break. They end up saying nothing. The major problem, we know that religion had a problem, but the problem is not the religion. The problem itself is the people practicing it. Some of them, you see, when they come, they will just, what they do the whole day is to blame the white man religion, white man that are civilized, white man do it. That was why in one of the broadcasts of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that he has stopped blaming the white man for the problem of the black people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it by himself. That he himself, for a that he has stopped. He don't want to blame white men for the problem of the black people anymore. He doesn't blame them anymore. that we are the cause of our problem. We are the architect of our problem. We are the architect of our problem. The problem is not religion itself. It is we. This religion you are condemning, you are saying this, you're saying, forgetting that the people that gave you that religion, they are still the people that gave you the Western education that you are using today. They gave you the Western education. They gave you the Western education. They still gave you that Western education free of charge. Free. They didn't only give you, they gave you Western education. The knowledge that you have today, the wisdom you have today, they still gave it to you. You forgot that. But you choose to use it in a different form. You took that religion, you feel that that is the way to manipulate people, that is the way to brainwash people, then you begin to manipulate people through that religion. It is your fault, not the fault of the person that brought religion. After all, in their own area, they are still having the religion among them, and they know they are still using it the way they are using it. They still have it, and they are not dying about it. They are still developing. Civilization is still increasing. Civilization is still going. But you see some people, they spend the whole of their life talking about religion, condemning religion from morning till night, forgetting that the problem is the people, not the religion itself. The people is the problem. Some of them will come and tell you that let us go back to Omenana, go back to tradition. Ask that person that is telling you let us go back to Omenana. What Omenana? What do you mean by going back to Omenana? He cannot explain. Some of them don't even know what is tradition. When we say, let us go back to our tradition, some of them don't know what our tradition is. So many people that you see, those groups that claim to be traditionalists, they will tell you, let us go back to our tradition. Let us leave this white man religion. Let us leave this white man idea. Let us go back to our tradition. Ask them, what is tradition? What is tradition? They don't know. They don't know what tradition is all about. The person that is telling you about going back to tradition have already embraced westernization. He have embraced civilization. Ask him. The person I tell you now to go back to your tradition or go back to your archaic mood, ask him, why is he or she still embracing the westernization? Why is he still living in civilization? Why are you still living in civilization? You are living in civilization using everything that civilization can offer. Every gift that civilization has given you, you are using that. Yet, you are pushing people back, say, let them go back to tradition. Ask them, which tradition are you talking about? They have nothing, no message. They just tell you, let's go. And when you look deeply, you see that the tradition they are telling you to go back is not tradition. They are telling you to go back to idol worship. Either they tell you to go and begin to make juju, begin to go and make sacrifice and make juju. Is that the tradition? That is not our tradition. That is not what tradition is all about. That is not what tradition is all about. Tradition is not all about sacrifice and all about that very message they are preaching. Because they are preaching the wrong message, they are preaching in the halfway, it is causing damages in the life of many people. I don't like discussing this topic, but I don't know why it came up now, and I have to talk about it. I have to talk about it. We have to focus on our freedom. Focus on our freedom. Some people who tell you about tradition, they don't know what tradition is all about. Tradition tradition abụrụ ịgwọ ọgwụ. Ịgwọ ọgwụ abụrụ tradition. Ịgwọ ọgwụ abụrụ tradition, ọ bụrụ tradition. Igbu mmadụ abụrụ tradition. Ọ bụrụ tradition. So many things are made today. You see, some of them will come and tell you that they are digital Ogbanje. When we know that Ogbanje itself is evil, today they are promoting Ogbanje. Today they are promoting Ogbanje. But since I was a child, since I was born, I know that Ogbanje is not something that is good. It's not something that is good. When a family have an Ogbanje child, they will try as much as possible to make sure that it doesn't function. But today, you see people promoting Ogbanje in the name of tradition. In the name of tradition, they are promoting it. Some will tell you this one is digital Ogbanje. Some will tell you this and begin to preach something that is against themselves. You preach something that is against yourself. And when you ask them, they will say, oh, let's go back to tradition. We know what tradition is about. Anybody that preaches that tradition, ask that person, what do you understand by tradition? What do you mean by that? What tradition are you talking about? Tell me. What tradition, what are you trying to, what message you have? When you are telling me to go, what message you have? I know my tradition. I love my tradition. My names, Igbo names, are not forgotten. I can't forget them. The way we marry, I can never forget them. Our market days is respected. Our tradition of dancing and jumping up and down cannot be forgotten. The way we eat, the food we eat and everything remain the same. The way we pray traditionally, we must not pray in English. The way we pray traditionally with Nzu and everything, the way we pray, everything is still there. We know it. Those are our traditions. So pray when you want to pray. It doesn't matter whether you use Nzu or you don't use Nzu. If you pray in Igbo, it doesn't matter. Pray in your dialect. Pray in your dialect. That way you understand it. Pray. But when you begin to add fetish into it, it becomes different. It's no longer a tradition. Those are borrowed things. Those are things you borrow from other places. Making charm and juju is not tradition. Today, but today you see them, they have occupied the social media. Promoting when you talk themselves tradition, talk about tradition. But at the end of the day, they have no message. They are only dragging you back. They are only telling you about tradition in order to cover their evil act, so that you can support their evil agenda. They are some of them that are speaking about tradition. They want to talk about that tradition to be able to cover their evil. They want to use it and cover their evil. This is where that is where you see them. But in the actual sense, you have to focus on the real thing. The major problem we have are the people themselves. People themselves. People themselves. The people. Talk about the people. As I'm talking today, I'm talking to every single Biafran. It doesn't matter what you believe, what you do. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your location. It doesn't matter your tribe or what you speak or what you believe. The most important thing is humanity. Respect humanity. Let that love reign. Love your fellow human being. Do not shed innocent blood. When you see your brother dying, feel that pain. The same way, when you see your brother's blood flowing, you have to feel with him. Just like we call sit at home for our 14 brothers that we are killed. 14 of us we are killed. As they killed your brother, 14 of us, you have to feel it that I am the one that was killed, not just mine. Don't wait until when it is your own blood brother. That is humanity. Don't wait until when it is the child that your own mother gave back to. You want to wait until when it is the child that your own mother gave back to. That is what you want. You want to wait until when it is the child that your own mother gave to before you begin to faith. Exactly. Exactly. Ada Uzo. You are right. Ada, you are right. What they're saying. You're right. Spilling of innocent blood. Bearing false witnesses. That is what we see among them. Lying, oppressing widows, orphans, and the poor, stealing. That is what we see today. But you see them, they try to cover this thing under the name of one religion or the other, or one tradition or the other. Who are the ones perpetrating this? They are human beings. These are just human beings who are covered with evil mind. You say the heart of man is evil. Heart of man is evil. The problem is not religion. It's not the religion, neither the traditional religion or the Islam or Christianity. That's not the problem. The major problem are the people themselves. Some people are heartless. Some people don't have conscience in them. They don't have conscience. And all these people are connected together. All these people are connected. You are busy attacking. You will see a traditionalist attacking a doctor. A pastor. You see a pastor attacking a traditionalist. You will see an imam attacking a pastor. You see a pastor. But at the end of the day, every one of them is connected. They are all connected. These are human beings. These are human beings connected together. None of them have the right of what they are saying. They should leave the religions alone. None of them is right. When a native doctor will come out and tell you that he's making a charm for a pastor to go and deceive people, is it not now? It's a traditionalist will come and tell you that he's giving a charm to somebody who claims to be a Christian to go and deceive his own brothers and sisters. Are there not two of them? Are they not together in the crime? Two of them are combined in the crime. And when you touch him, he will tell you about tradition. Let us go back to tradition. Go back to tradition. But you will see them. A native doctor will be bragging, boldly telling you that he's making a charm for a pastor to go and deceive his own brother and his own sister. To go and deceive them. And he will be bold to say it in the open, in the public. And at the end of the day, he will tell you that I'm a traditionalist. I follow my tradition. I am protecting my tradition. How are you protecting your tradition? In evil. How are you protecting your tradition? So that is why I don't like let's going into that issue of tradition or what I don't like. The most important thing is the people, you and I, the Biafran people, the ordinary people. We must have to educate ourselves and keep our brains open at all times. Listen to the right message. Be focused, be focused. Try to follow, listen to your inner mind, that conscience that Chukwu has placed in you. Every human being has a conscience. When you are doing something that is wrong, that conscience will be speaking in a very light voice. It doesn't speak loud. The conscience, the good conscience doesn't speak loud. It will speak in a very tiny voice, telling you, but this thing you are doing is not evil. It's evil. But this thing you are doing is not good. It's not good. Stop it. But this thing you are doing, you will not go free. You will not give free. This thing you are doing, you will be punished. That conscience will continue to remind you, continue to remind you, continue to remind you. Except your own conscience is dead. Except your own conscience is dead. Except your conscience is dead. If your conscience is dead, you cannot be able to follow. You cannot be able to follow. You cannot be able to follow. But if your conscience is still alive, you have a conscience. You have a conscience in you. Every human being that has a conscience knows when they are doing the right thing and when they are doing the wrong thing. We know. Even when they come in the open and pretend, some will pretend and say, oh, no, I don't agree, I don't agree. But inside him, why he's telling you that I don't agree, inside him, his conscience is telling me, oh, this person is right. What he's telling you is the right thing. Listen to him. That conscience will always be reminding you and be pricking you. But if you are one of those that your own conscience is dead, we can't help you. Go ahead. We cannot help you. If your own conscience is dead, we can't help you. Just as so many have. Conscience is dead. We can't help them. But those who still have conscience, you see some of them, they are disappearing from the media. Some that still has conscience, they disappear from the media. When they come and you bring out their evil, you pour their evil in their presence, they will disappear. But those ones whose conscience is dead, the ones that have lost their conscience, they have sold their conscience to the devil. It doesn't matter what you do, you cannot shame the shameless. That is why a woman will appear naked before the whole world. The nakedness of a woman, she will release her nakedness before to the whole world, and the whole world will see it. And at the same time, that same woman will still come out and be talking, be telling you about Chukwu Kabiam. I don't know the kind of Chukwu Kabiam she's talking about. A woman gave out his nude by herself, not being forced. Nobody snapped her. She snapped herself and gave her nude to the whole world, and the whole world have seen it. And yet, that woman still have the confidence to come online, to begin to call Elohim, talk about Elohim, talk about Chukwu Kabiam. What Chukwu Kabiam? What type of Elohim are you calling? What kind of Chukwu Kabiam? These are the kind of people. These are the people who are in the class of people that have lost their conscience. And such people, we can't help them. We can't help them by any means. We cannot help them. That is why even talking about them is a waste of time. We can't help them. We can't help them. Since they have said so, they saw the enemy, we can't help them. But if you have conscience, any woman, any man that has a conscience, when you do something that's evil, you have to feel remorse in yourself. It's not necessarily going to apologize to people or apologize to the person you offended. Within yourself, you change your step. You change yourself and desist from that thing you are doing and never do it again. Even if you don't go to apologize, within yourself, forgive yourself first. Repent within yourself. That is where we are. Biafrans, information is key. You must pay attention to information and mind the people you listen to. Mind the people you listen to. In this very platform, consistency is the key. If you are not consistent, I am not with you. I am with Master Simon Ekpa 1000%. I'm with Master Simon Ekpa because he is very, very consistent. He is building on the foundation of Master Nandekano. And Master Nandekano became whom he is today because he is very, very truthful and consistent. That is why he has become a brand that cannot be tarnished. He is whiter than white. The only man that is whiter than white. See them when he was here, everybody will say, oh, we are whiter than white. IPOB, we are whiter than white. IPOB, we are white. Today, you see how black all of them are. The only man that has been whiter than white is Mazi Nandekano, and his whiteness is so bright that it covered all the dark things around him. That is how powerful Mazi Nandekano is. He was so white that he was able to cover every dark thing around him. His brightness covered all of them. But immediately he was removed from the picture, you begin to see the dark, all the dark charcoal all the dark charcoal, dark evil, you begin to see all those Satan with horn. They begin to come out. Today they have been exposed. You can't see them anymore. They can't hide anymore. They don't have any cover anymore. Consistency is the key. May Chukwu guide and protect every single person that have listened to this broadcast. Any place you're watching from, if you're watching from Biafra land, if you're watching from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, whichever part of the world you're watching from, I say may Chukwu continue to guide and protect you. Every hand that has shared this video, if you have shared the video, you are going to see Biafra. You will not only see Biafra, you are going to step your foot in Biafra, celebrate Biafra, and raise the flag of Biafra with Mazen Nandekano. May Chukwu guide and protect every Biafra all over the world. May Chukwu guide and protect the Ududua people. May Chukwu guide and secure the middle betters. May Chukwu guide and protect all the broadcasters, the autopiloters who are genuinely broadcasting and speaking up for Mazen Nandekano. May Chukwu guide and protect our brother Simon Ekpa. Secure him, increase his knowledge, increase his wisdom, increase his mental toughness. Give him more wisdom. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano. Wherever Mazen Nandekano is, any poison that be injected into him, Chukwu will send doctors spiritually to go and heal him. No weapon formed of affection against Mazen Nandekano shall prosper. No weapon formed of affection against Mazen Nandekano shall prosper. No weapon formed of affection against Mazen Nandekano shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember this, if you have time, please go to my channel on YouTube. Choose Survivor on YouTube. Go to YouTube and subscribe. I broadcast there also every day from 7 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. Every evening, I broadcast on Choose Survivor. Please do connect to Choose Survivor on Facebook, on YouTube. Go to YouTube now. Subscribe to Choose Survivor. I broadcast there on daily basis too. Subscribe there. Click the notification so that you can get notification each time I come online so that you can join. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, I'll see you there. Stay blessed.
Nothing more, nothing less. They want to get us. I'm making the love. They want to come the records.
Thank you, and also. Support the broadcast with stars. If you can give star, you can give star to the broadcast. Support the broadcast with star if you can. Thank you, Alex Matters. Thank you so much, Alex. Okay, that's Zion. Oh, really? That's good. Okay, that's Zion. You are a very strong follower. Love you. Thank you, Atazayo. Yeah, now I know you. Bye. See you again.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold the whole of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.